In this stage, you're just so happy. The butterfly in your tummy is dancing and dancing, so happy. When you hear your boyfriend's name or your girlfriend's name, you're so excited, like you just love everything. Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. As you know, my name is Emeraldddiva and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Alrighty, you guys, I want to use this medium to say thank you for all the support and always coming back to watch my video. But please, my recent video, which was the last time I was on here, I was at the beach and I went on live on YouTube. That was my second time going on live on YouTube. I had two of my friends and we discussed cohabitation. If you've not seen it, that's the link right there. Go and see it. Tell me what you think about that topic. Also, you guys, I need to get my 4,000 hour watch. Please, if you can share my video, share it, like it, comment, watch the video from the beginning to the end. I want to also use this medium to beg you guys. The noise is different. This is not our usual background, right? But please, we just gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta move. So this video has to drop, and that's why I'm making it regardless of the little sound that you can hear. Y'all, please pardon me. So now today's video is kind of personal, and the reason I say it's personal is because I have experienced this thing, and I recently experienced it again, and so I'm like, why don't I even make a video on this, right? So the thing is, I feel like when you're experiencing a particular thing in your life or in a relationship, you know, I feel like a lot of people are also experiencing it at that time they're experiencing it. Take for example, if you're having a headache, right, there's a possibility that more than 10 people all over the world is experiencing the same thing as well. And it just hit me. I'm like, okay, if I have experienced this thing, that was last week Sunday that I experienced whatever I'm about to teach you guys on here. I experienced it in my relationship last week Sunday. If I have experienced it, that moment that I was experiencing that, I feel like a lot of other people are also experiencing this thing. And some people do not understand exactly what is happening with them. Some people still do not understand. Some people are confused. Some need answers, and that's why I decided to make this video. My own was different because, I mean, this is my line of concentration in life, right? I love everything that has to do with relationship. And so when it happened, I spoke to my partner, I spoke to my mentor, and I just put two and two together and understood that, okay, this is actually a particular thing. This is what is happening, and that is why I'm facing it, and I'm totally fine now. I'm off that stage, and it's amazing. So today's video is basically 5 stages in relationship. There are stages to these things, right? Relationship is beautiful. It gets to this point, it's shaky. It gets to this point, it's sweet. It gets to this point, it's rough. You know, so many things you experience, and while you experience it, there's so many questions you want to find out a lot of things. You need answers to questions, right? Why is this happening now? Why is it happening like this? Why is it not going this other way? So all those questions, I'm going to be answering them today. So I'm going to be giving out 5 stages in relationship. And so if you are in a relationship or about to get into one, this video is for you, so watch to the end. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, there are several stages in relationships, but I'm going to talk about 5, and the reason I want to talk about 5 is because I've experienced these 5 of them, right? Now, the first stage I want to talk about is the romance stage. The romance stage is a very beautiful stage. This is a stage where everything seems to be smooth, sweet, lovely. I don't know another word for it. Should I use succulent? Maybe I should use the word succulent. Like in this stage, you're just so happy. The butterfly in your tummy is dancing and dancing, so happy. When you hear your boyfriend's name or your girlfriend's name, you're so excited. Like you just love everything that has to do with this person that you're feeling this way with. The romance stage is the most beautiful stage in every relationship, and trust me, it doesn't last forever. No, it gets to a point you won't even, first off, you won't feel it as much as you used to feel it the early times you guys started dating, right? And then as time goes on, you have to either make the fire come back, right, or you just let it be in the stage that it is. Our parents don't really bother. Like that's why you see our parents, most of them don't have this romance in their marriages anymore. They just relax. It's just mommy, daddy, have just different rooms. You know, they really don't do things the way they used to do it when they were much younger. So this stage, trust me, enjoy yourself. Oh, they always tell us this. I was talking to someone who is married and have got kids, so she said that the times that you've not started having children, you better enjoy the romance, because when kids come in, it's like the love is divided. It's like the attention is divided, so you don't really have 100% of the time that you used to have, right? And you won't even give 100% of the time that you used to give. So I'm like, oh really? I haven't gotten to that stage yet because I'm not married. I don't even have a child. So the thing is, romance stage is the sweetest stage in the early times of the relationship, so you have to enjoy it, right? And also there's something about this stage, right? In this stage, we tend to like not take note of things happening in our relationship about our partner. Like, we don't take note of our partner's behavior, some things actually, those red flags. This is the time that most people do not look at the red flag. They're carried away by all the sweet things, the butterfly in the tummy and all of that. They forget about some of the red flags that we have to look out for, some of the attitude you cannot put up with in the long run, right? So this stage is actually very confusing. If you are getting into a relationship, take note of the romance stage. You have to be enjoying, right, but still be smart and open your eyes. Let's go over to the next stage. Now, the second stage is the power struggle stage. This stage is very sensitive. Now, in this stage, most people fall victim in this stage. This is actually most of the times the stage where people split, right? Especially people who look at other relationships and say, oh, my relationship is not going this way, or my relationship is not as sweet and smooth as this other people's relationship, and so I don't think I want to do this, and you leave it. Like, one time I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was talking about how he's no longer feeling his partner and all of that, and I'm like, are you sure you're not saying this because you've come across some girl or you've seen some certain people in their relationship and you're feeling like you're not getting exactly what you want, what you see in this relationship, in your relationship? You can actually bring it in. It mustn't be your partner, you know. He's like, no, I'm tired. He said a lot of things to make me convinced that, oh, the partner is no longer good for him. But I kept saying to him, go back and fix it, because from all you're saying, I feel like you're looking at some certain people and that's why you think your partner is not doing well. Now, in this particular stage, the power struggle stage, when you look at other people and you see some different things that you don't experience in your relationship, you start hating your partner. You start forgetting the reason why you even fell for this person at first, why you went into that relationship, right? It is a very sensitive stage because most times a lot of people split at this time. You just lose it. You start having tension, pain, you're sad, you're not happy, and before you know it, you're tired and you're like, I'm done, I can't do this no more. So this stage is very sensitive. If you find yourself in this stage, I think you should take some time to think about it. Try to remember what made you go into that relationship, why you got attracted to this person at first. It really helped you. Now let's go back to the next one. Now, the third one is the stability stage. This stage is also very sensitive as well. This is where you accept the person that you're dating. Take, for example, if we've been dating for 6 months, 7 months, a year, 2, I have come to learn who you are. I've come to agree to myself that I want to be with this person. I've seen a lot about you and I feel like I want to do this journey with you. This is where you accept the person full time, regardless of whatever, the person's behavior, how they look, whether or not they have a lot of money. You know, it is a very sensitive stage. And why I say this is because a lot of people can spend 6 months, 1 year in this space of trying to learn who you are, and then it gets to this point, I call it the stability stage, and you're like, I can't do this because you don't have the kind of money I want, or you can't take care of me, or I don't see the future in this because you're not really portraying some of the things I would want my man or my woman to portray. So it's a very sensitive stage as well. But if you get to this point and you accept this person and say, oh, okay, I want to do this with you, let's do this, right? It's a very good thing, right? It's a very good thing. If you can go over, if you can be with this person 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 years, and you've decided, and I think after you make this decision, this is like you wanting to get married. You guys are thinking of the next thing to do. You guys are thinking, okay, we're getting married, right? Let's try to do things to, settle down as husband and wife. It is called the stability stage. And so if you get to this point where you're thinking, should I make this decision? Is it time to move on with this person? Should I just cut up? Or, oh, I think this person is actually the one I want to be with. I think there's nothing else I want to look out for again. I think I'm okay with what I've seen. Then yes, it is okay to make decisions at this point. Whether or not you're going ahead with this person or you're not going ahead with this person, it is fine. Whatever decision you made, it is fine. Just know that at that point, it is called stability stage. That is the stage that your relationship has gotten to. Now let's go over to the fourth one, which is the commitment stage. This stage is very funny. Like, a lot of people get confused. A lot of people kind of like forget, oh, there's more after this stage. Like, if you get to the commitment stage, darlings, it's not time for you to relax and say, oh, so we've gotten to this stage and there's nothing else. No, it is time for you to actually put in more work. It is time for you to actually focus more. It is time for you to actually say, okay, we've gotten to this stage and we've decided to get married or to start building a future together. It's time for us to now get more committed, start saving more, start learning about or respecting the future, the things to come, learning about having kids, how to take care of them, how to have a family. There's a lot that come at this stage. Now, if you go into commitment, if you go into commitment in the early stage, that's the first one I mentioned, which is the romance stage. It is very dangerous, darlings. Like, a lot of people make these mistakes. They go into commitment in the early stage, and so doing, you get hurt. Yes, because commitment is really huge for me. And I'm not saying you shouldn't commit if you want to, but personally I feel like, take for example, people these days see sex as nothing, but I still think sex is a big deal, right? And it's a huge commitment, right? Now what I'm trying to say is this: if you meet somebody in a space of 2-3 months, if you're not so sure about this person, why going and have sex with this person when you know that after you have sex with this person you might not even go the next 3 months, the next 6 months with this person? So why go into sex when you know you're going to feel sad if this thing doesn't work? So how about you take your time, right? Now, like I said, the romance stage is very tricky. You're so happy, you're not even looking at the flaws, you're not even, you don't want to hear anything. All you're doing is just to enjoy yourself, and you go into commitment at that stage, you're gonna really get hurt. Do not go into commitment at the romance stage. It is very, very dangerous. Now also, if you finally get to this stage of commitment and you guys get committed to each other and you've made decisions about future and all that, and you're putting it into practice, do not relax. A lot of people get to this point and they relax. Things damage most times when they relax. What I mean by do not relax is this: don't forget that you still have more things to plan in the future. Don't forget that people can change, right? So when you get to this point, do not stop whatever it is you've been doing to get to this point. Continue doing it. Don't relent at all. Every day we'll learn. So at that stage, you still have to learn, you still have to teach, you still have to grow together, you still have to, do whatever it is that got you to that stage. Do it double to get to the next stage. Now let's go to the final one, which is number 5. It's the bliss stage. Like every time I see people in this stage, I get so happy. I've not experienced this one actually, and this is the last one. I get so happy because you know why? Getting to this stage is not beans. Like, it's not even a day job. It's a lot of hard work put together. It's a lot of teamwork. It's a lot of togetherness. That is when you get to this stage, and that is the old people stage. When you see old people that are so much in love with themselves, take care of themselves, sometimes you see them walk in the park, sometimes you see them at home, they talk together, you're so happy, you're like, oh my gosh, look at these old people when they're walking, they look out for each other. That is the bliss stage. It is a very beautiful stage. Now at this stage, all you want to do is give back to nature. That's why you see some of these old people, they want to give back to the society. They try to teach people, they try to lend arms to people, they try to give back to the society. Because why? It is a process. They've actually gotten to this point, and at this point all they can actually do is to give back all the love that they've nurtured all these years, all the love that they've grown together to learn, all the love that they've grown to their age too. So they just try to give it out to the society. So don't also forget that when you get to the bliss stage, you have to nurture it as well, right? Because sometimes when we get to this bliss stage, I've not been there, but I've seen old people that are there, and then they say to you that, yes, I don't even stop loving him, I still don't stop saying I love you to him, I still make him meals, I still bring out what he's wearing to work sometimes. So you see, when you get to that stage, don't stop, always nurture it. If you notice one thing I mentioned from the beginning to the last, which is the first one to the 5th one, is that whatever stage you get to, don't relent. Continue doing whatever it is you were doing. In fact, double whatever it is you were doing to get to the next stage. That's just relationship for you. And this is it on the 5 stages of relationship, darlings. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and share. And please, if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe. If you're not following me on Instagram, that's my handle. Follow me, I will definitely follow you back. Do not forget to comment, you guys. I will see you guys next time with another video. Stay happy, stay safe. Bye.